So my name's Fiona. I joined SIMNI, Seroptimist, and 2019 already. Yeah, so end of 2019, I was at a luncheon and I ran into one of our longest and most incredible patrons, Rod Pello, and he told me immediately about, he was with a beautiful lady, one of our other members, Natasha Chilton, and he introduced me to her, and she's the mother of 4 kids, and he says to me, "Oh, Fiona, you have to go to this CSW in New York." And I went, "Oh, that's lovely, Rod, very nice." He goes, No, you don't understand. It's a Commission on the Status of Women. It's at the United Nations, and it's women go there and then they come back completely transformed, and it changes the lives of them and everyone around them, and you have to go. And I've gone, "That's very nice, Rod. That's really lovely that you think that." And sure, no problems. I'm going to introduce you to this woman, Chris Knight, and you give her a call and you go from there. Anyway, so I had this phone call with this lady, this woman, Chris Knight, and on the phone, my very first thing that I said was,
"She's bossy."
No. Who else can I give this gift of a sponsorship that Rod's offered? Who in your club can it go to? Because there's clearly someone else more suited than me to go. And she said, "Wow, generosity of spirit, that's the first thing we look for." And she said, we had, a half-hour it's near impossible to have a 5-minute conversation with Chris.
Yeah.
Because you can't help it, because the passion starts flowing. And at the end of that conversation, essentially, she said, "Right, we've got to get you inducted, because we've got to get you booked on flights," and because we were heading to New York in March, this is October, and here we are. And we ended up going to New York the week before we were due to leave. It was obviously cancelled due to COVID. We still went anyway, and my Seroptimist journey started, and the first experience that I got of international Seroptimism was 10 women huddled in a hotel room pretending that we weren't together because no more than 4 could gather. And there was one from Italy, one from Belgium, one from Sweden, 3 from Australia. These women that and we did this. We just sat around this hotel room and we each told our story, and every story that was shared just affirmed for each of us how connected we are, how many lives we've lived the same but different. How when women come together and connect with each other, that amazing, incredible, miraculous things happen, and it's through the building up of each other and the honouring of our womanhood and the connection of that we had a 20-year-old, we had a 70-year-old, we had a 90, the connection across the sisterhood, and our deep passion and love for the empowerment of women and girls, especially women and girls in the world that do not have the same rights that we have experienced as women, that we have a responsibility to.
And that we're losing.
And that need us more than ever. The rights that are being eroded that, women in the 70s in particular fought really hard for. I've never experienced not having financial freedom. But my mother, who left school at grade 10 and went to work in a bank as a 15-year-old, couldn't get a bank account in her own name, and they were paying the salary. Couldn't get it without a signature of her father or her husband, and that was in 1975. It's ridiculous. And this is the stuff that, so all of a sudden I find myself in the right place, and Rod was right. You go to New York, you meet a whole bunch of people, you come back changed. And you start on this journey, and you contribute in whatever way you know how, and the more you get exposure to it, the more you want to do more, and it's a beautiful thing. And that's my Seroptimist journey to date. We're just getting started.